welcome to another session of AP Human Geography with Mr. Elrod. Today we're going to continue in Unit 3, discussing languages, and specifically today we're going to look at two competing theories on the spread of the Indo-European language family. So today, again, we're talking about language diffusion. We're looking at how did language get from one place to another and spread over a particular area. And again, we're looking at the Indo-European language family, which includes the language of English. So we want to see how English and its related language and the related languages came, where they came from, and how they got to the different parts of the world where they are at today. So the two competing theories that there are in academics and in linguistics are called the Conquest Theory versus the Agricultural Theory, or another term for the agricultural theory is also called the Anatolian Theory, dealing with the Anatolian Peninsula, which is modern-day Turkey. So the people coming from the Anatolian Peninsula. First one we'll talk about is what's called the Conquest Theory. This was developed by an anthropologist named Marja Gimbutas from Latvia, and her theory is that the Indo-European language came from a group of people in what would today be Western Russia, called the Kurgans. And so her theory is based on what's called the Kurgan culture, and basically her idea is that the Indo-European language family spread, or the Indo-European language starts there and it begins to spread to other parts of Europe and the Near East and Southwest Asia through conquest, through physical conquest. As the Kurgan people begin to ride out and conquer new territory, the theory is that they were a fairly warlike people, and they had horses and they rode off the Russian steppe, and they conquered large spans of territory. And as they conquered other people and took over their land and territory, they spread the language that they were speaking. So this would be along the lines of that of assimilation, where the Kurgan people are going out and they are forcing people to learn their language through conquest and through subjugation, things along those lines. And so this is just a map that represents this particular idea. So again, here we have, this would be the posited homeland of the Kurgans, and then they would spread out through conquest, and they would conquer other territory, and this is how their language would spread. The other theory is called the agricultural theory, developed by linguist Carl Renfrew, and his theory is that the people who originally spoke the Indo-European language were a group of farmers, and they were some of the first who began to domesticate plants and animals. So he believes it goes along with the Neolithic revolution, and so there's this farming community. And they were living on the Anatolia Peninsula, which again is modern-day Turkey. And so instead of this violent spread of the Indo-European language, you have a spread of Indo-European language through peaceful means. And basically it is acculturation that is happening as the language, really as the farming technology moves to new places. You're going to have the adaptation of the Indo-European language as people begin to experience the new types of agricultural technology. People are going to begin to adapt those particular terms to their vocabulary, and you're also going to have the spread of these people from the Anatolian Peninsula to other parts of the Near East as their population grows and they spread out and they look for more land to farm, things like that. And so that is how the Indo-European language spreads. And again, these are both just theories. Notice how they begin in different places. They have different means of diffusion, and so where the Indo-European language comes from can still be argued, and is still being discussed and argued today. So if we look at this particular map again, here's the idea that you have the Anatolia Peninsula, you have the Neolithic revolution, and new farming and agricultural technologies are developed. And so it starts here and then it moves into Europe, and as this new agricultural technology moves into Europe, to the Near East and to Southwest Asia, you're going to have the spread of that language as those people also begin to move about. So that's just a brief discussion on the spread of the Indo-European language. We have the Conquest Theory and what's called the Agricultural Theory. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it helpful, and come back next time and we'll be talking about some important terms, especially as it refers to languages, states, and pidgin languages and things along those lines.